Ryan and Leah, a young couple yearning for respite, sought refuge from the city's relentless hum. They envisioned a tranquil weekend, just the two of them, nestled in the serene, fog-shrouded hills of Vermont. Little did they know, their chosen sanctuary, an ancient, quaint hotel, held secrets far older and darker than its crumbling facade suggested. This was a place untouched by time, its very air thick with forgotten whispers. Antique wallpaper peeled like decaying skin. Oil paintings watched from shadowed corners, and the floors groaned with unseen weight. A profound silence, heavy as a shroud, enveloped the entire establishment, promising a peace that felt unnervingly unnatural. The woman at the front desk greeted them with a smile that stretched too wide, a mask of unsettling cheer. "Room 313, she intoned, her voice a low, raspy murmur, as she slid a tarnished brass key across the polished counter. Her hand, when it brushed Ryan's, was shockingly cold, like marble from a tomb. A shiver, not of cold, but of dread, traced its way down his spine. The key felt heavy, almost sentient, in his palm. It seemed to hum with a faint, unsettling energy. As they ascended the creaking staircase, the air grew colder, the silence deeper, as if the very walls were holding their breath, anticipating their arrival. Their room, 313, was beautiful in a way that felt meticulously arranged, almost staged. A perfectly made bed, fresh flowers on the desk, yet an inexplicable chill permeated the space. No matter how high they cranked the thermostat, the pervasive cold clung to them, seeping into their bones. Leah joked that it felt as though someone had just departed, leaving their lingering presence behind. Ryan chuckled, but a prickle of unease remained. Later that night, he found the closet door ajar, a sliver of darkness within. Hanging inside, a vibrant red scarf, a splash of color against the gloom. Neither of them had packed such an item. Its presence was a silent, unsettling question mark in the otherwise pristine room. The first night brought with it a symphony of dread. Footsteps echoed in the hallway, not the random creaks of an old building, but deliberate, rhythmic steps. Back and forth, a relentless pacing just beyond their door. Ryan, his heart pounding, peered through the peephole, expecting to see a late-night guest. But there was no one. Only the peeling wallpaper across the hall and a new addition, a portrait that hadn't been there before. It depicted a man and a woman seated in what was unmistakably their very room, their faint smiles unsettling. Their painted eyes, however, seemed to follow him, too real, too alive. At precisely 3:12 a.m., Leah jolted awake, her blood turning to ice, whispering. It was coming from the mirror on the dresser, a soft, sibilant sound. She stared at her reflection, her breath catching in her throat. Her reflection blinked, a slow, deliberate movement, before she did. The whispers intensified, coiling around her like icy tendrils. One must stay. One always stays. Panic seized her. She turned to wake Ryan to share the terror, but the bed beside her was empty. The sheets were cold, undisturbed. He was gone. Leah stumbled from the room, screaming Ryan's name, her voice raw with terror. She burst into the lobby, desperate for answers. The woman at the desk looked up, her unsettling smile unwavering. "There's no one else checked in with you, dear," she said, her voice devoid of warmth. "You came alone." Leah demanded to see the guest logbook, her hands trembling as she flipped through the spidery ink. Every guest's name was meticulously listed, but under room 313, there was only one entry. Leah M. Her name, alone, a chilling testament to a reality that was rapidly unraveling. She rushed back to room 313, a cold dread gripping her heart. The door stood ajar, a frigid breath pouring out like a held-too-long sigh. The portrait on the wall now depicted only her, alone, her painted eyes mirroring her own despair. Ryan was gone, vanished without a trace. No note, no struggle, just his shoes neatly placed at the foot of the bed, and the red scarf, now tied in a sinister bow around the door handle. A final, mocking farewell. Leah left that night, but a part of her never truly escaped. The hotel still stands, a silent sentinel of forgotten souls. Room 313 still waits, its cold embrace ready for new occupants. And if you listen closely, you can still hear the phantom footsteps, the chilling whispers, and the faint, mournful crying from the other side of the mirror. Because in that place, someone always stays. If this tale sent shivers down your spine, then you're one of us. Don't let the darkness claim you alone. Hit that like button, subscribe for more chilling narratives, and share your own ghostly encounters in the comments below. And remember, always check behind you, especially when you're alone in the dark.